Debbie, Sister Debbie,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing yourself?
I'm fine. As I want in the actual.
Seriously, I said it's like I'm having some small cold. So today, dear.
Who you brache?
No. This one is not about maize matter.
So
it's not at all.
All right, all right, Timothy.
Yeah.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
All right. So what do you have for us today?
Okay, so our first story is about our ex-president and flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama. So he has revealed that his influence on decision to sign the anti-LGBTQ bill into law will be based on what is really written in the context. So we have a video of him saying that. Let's go watch it. We'll be right back.
Legislation widely condemned by human rights groups. Will you sign it into law if it is brought before you?
It's not an anti-LGBT, it is a family values bill. It was approved unanimously by our parliament. You see, it's against our culture, African culture. It's against our religious faith, Muslim and Christian and all that. But I think that we must look at the bill, and the president must indicate what he finds wrong with that bill and send the bill back to parliament. Or alternatively, he must send it to the Council of State and get the Council of State's advice.
Is that what you would have done?
That's what I would have done.
And will you ever sign an anti-LGBT bill?
It depends on what is in the bill.
Corruption is a very big.
Okay, so Sister Debbie, I'll be starting with you. With what he said, that he would be signing the bill on what is in the context of it. Do you think, mechanism,
He's right.
And now say, as president, as he himself said, it's against African belief, it's against African culture for us to indulge in homosexuality, sleeping with the same sex and all that. So you saying you would only sign the bill until when a woman kasan. So the American not say.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm sure he has been in this country throughout, and I'm sure that he has been listening to all that is going on. Even though I wasn't in parliament, or I'm not part of the bipartisan group that was actually created to to bring about all this bill. The context of the bill was actually posted on air. If you go to Google now, you can see all the content. So is he trying to say that he doesn't know what is written in the bill and that he will have to go through first? Now, why is it difficult for African leaders to say yes or no? Okay, yes, when I come, I will pass the bill. No, when I come, I won't pass the bill. Let's take former president of blessed memory, Jonathan Mills, for instance. He declared his stance. He didn't even argue with it at all. Immediately he was asked, he declared his stance on whether he's going to accept the bill or not, and we all know he didn't accept it. President Akufo-Addo also gave his reasons that no, until the court finalize on it, he's not going to go ahead with the bill or anything. So you are also being asked the same thing, and you are saying that you don't know. See, what is in this bill to me is nothing that has to be reviewed again. So up to 3 years of imprisonment you'll be jailed for 3 years of imprisonment if you are being engaged in the same-sex intercourse. Then 6 to 10 years of imprisonment for anyone who produces or procures or distributes materials deemed to be promoting LGBTQ. Then a requirement for citizens and institutions to promote and protect proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian family values. 6 months to 1 year imprisonment for a public show of romantic relations between the people of same sex. 6 months to 1 year imprisonment for a public show of romantic relations with someone who has undergone gender reassignment or who cross-dresses. A ban on providing trans health care forced disbanding of all LGBTQ plus associations in Ghana, along with 6 to 10 years of imprisonment for anyone taking part in such an association, a ban on sponsoring LGBTQ plus group, a clause that holds owners of digital platforms or physical premises in which LGBTQ plus groups organize equally guilty of promoting LGBT plus, prohibition of same-sex marriage, and then a whole lot, 6 years to 10 years of imprisonment for anyone who teaches children about LGBT plus activities or teaches that there are more genders than the gender binary. So what is actually written here that needs to be reviewed before it's passed again? Because I've seen people, a lot of people, well, I don't know whether they are Ghanaians or not. I've seen a lot of blacks, even just this afternoon, 2 blacks. I mean, I don't know whether they are praising God for how far He has brought them in their marriage. 2 males. One is now, they are married. One is now the man, and the other man is a woman. And they are praising God for bringing them so far. I don't know how many years they are celebrating in the marriage. You see, so certain things like this, you will be jailed. And then we have people who also come on and then to preach about this same sex and stuff. That one you'll be jailed. So I don't understand I don't know what he meant by he has to go through and then find out if there are anything wrong with it before he can go ahead to say maybe the bill should be passed or not. But to me, I don't see anything. I've just mentioned a few. I haven't mentioned all because it will take much of our time. But what is written here is nothing to be reviewed again. For it to be passed, we are saying that LGBTQ is bad, and I'm happy he said it's against our culture. God created me, God created you, God created charm. God is not a fool. Like, God is not a fool. He could have said, no, there is no need to create women. Let me just create men so that they can come and live. Or he will decide that he's not going to create men. He will create only we the women to come and do it. Even though the bill is not passed, I know people who do these things. Like, I know there are people who actually do like certain things like this, but they are doing it behind the scene. Some even come on, not openly, but by the person text or something. You even know people in your area that cross dresses. You are a man, but you dresses like a woman. You wear women clothes and stuff. Let's take Bobrisky for example. He's in Nigeria, not in Ghana. We're talking about Ghana here. But we know people who dresses like it's different from when the person speaks like a female. I know males who speaks like female, but everything about them is still a man. Like they wear men clothes and stuff. It's a different thing like that. But you wearing women clothes, advertising same sex, and we are saying that it's against the rule. And this bill has been sent to Parliament for some time now, and up to now we've not even heard anything. So simple and short, when you come into power or when you are being elected as a president, I feel like this is a straight question. Are you going to pass the bill? Yes, I'll pass it if I'm elected. Like Baumia, I don't know whether he will do it or not, because
Baumia said
when he's elected, he's totally going to pass the bill. Whether he's telling the truth or not, he has declared his stance. So we want you to declare your stance so that we will know. So at the end of the day, that kind of confusion we have in our mind will be clear that, oh, okay, former President John Mahama has also declared his stance. So it means when we vote for him and he becomes president, just like Baumia said, he will pass the bill. That's fine. But you say you have to go through what I read here, like, you understand, right? What is in here that needs to be reviewed again before it is passed? We are really joking in this country, seriously. For my president, I like him so much, but for this one, yeah, seriously,
he's joking.
Seriously,
he doesn't know what he's saying.
Yeah.
DJ Charm.
All right, I think Debbie has said a lot, but Obi again say I no kind. The only none of our kind. Someone we are planning to vote for.
Yeah, say someone you are planning to vote.
No, you doesn't mean
we are trying.
Like maybe
to vote for. Look at what you are saying. Whilst most of us, we the citizens, we don't even agree on this kind of stuff. Secondly, I think I will turn the thing to the Asof for no kakra. So what I said, because at the end of the day, they advise our leaders, especially the president. Sebi. Mahama call Philadelphia was a one economy. Into when who said second chance, when who said Bibisa, he knew it. Bible can catch the I wonder how our vice president cast on the buyer or Bejatum. At the end of the day, one question that we should ask ourselves is, but we have a man baba, I a lesbian. Mahama Beman Baba, I a gay. No. So, if Mahama would like to review this thing, I don't know. Me nimsa fina let an able no. Safina be away home, and as Safina de Cockman is on kind there, then I don't know. But what I can say is it doesn't make any sense to even go back and say I want to review before, or I want to review and see what the content is, and as a content per a woman as it bizarre. It is bad. So we should just forget about it.
Very bad. How can I see Regina and I'll tell her I'm in love with you?
I'll slap you.
Like, it doesn't really make sense, you see. It doesn't really make sense. No, like, seriously, then you have to wear Pampers. Like, no. Very bad.
Okay, so away from that to our next story. A young man, should I say a married man? A young man or married man divorces Nyeri for being raped by armed robbers. They retire to bed early in the night to prepare for the next day, the next whatever. Then all of a sudden, boom, armed robbers attacked them. They raped the lady in front of the husband. And I couldn't say, Pano Chano, meanwhile, DJ Cham, as a man, do you think, say, because mind you, this is, should I say, emotional trauma for the lady? You, the man, you go through same, but for the woman, dear,
lifetime.
Yes.
Three
so for
men.
you to even support her emotionally, you are rather divorcing her. Do you think, say, that's the right step to take?
Mahima, we no worry. We are married. And robbers came into our house. Still whatever that they need or they want. And last, that was the receipt they gave it to the lady. That shows that we came to rob. Is that not it?
Yeah.
Okay. So with the receipt, it's confirmed. It's not intentional. So what I've said, if you don't do it, I'll kill you. And they rape her. Maybe our instance will be either say we don't know the kind of sickness the raper is having. We don't know the kind of man he is. We don't know the kind of, we don't know. But at the end of the day, I could say 1, 2, in case of maybe HIV or whatsoever or any kind of sickness. But I wonder why the man would tell the lady, say, me divorce. It doesn't make sense. Even though, yes, a Koban say, okay, so what if say, you can say, how would the man feel? You understand? You the sim so one yam kunu. And Obana Pension to be divorcing. Doesn't make any sense. At the end of the day, it should be a supportive husband to the lady at the end of the day, about confronting and answer, about cockon and answer, about pampano in this kind of situation. Because at the end of the day, would divorce no come and then again, no man, or maybe it's 50-50. Or Becca say, okay, it's 100, then I so Musa and I say, baby, it's only few persons now. Becca say, at the end of the day, you may say and I say, but to that extent, say, I think the man should rethink or imagine that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Debbie.
That's not the right step to take. Like it's something that was not expected. Like they never expect that to happen. It happened like should I say unfortunately.
Yeah.
And something of that sort occurred. So at this very moment, I know the lady will actually be going through a lot. She will cry. I know as for ladies, that one is number one. She will really cry, and then she'll really go through a lot because it's not that easy. 3 men as at a go, like just imagine this, and then at the sight of your husband,
yeah,
3 3 men in the sight of the man, and you see the man can't do anything because they might point a gun at him when he tried to do anything. They might end up killing the man. So this is the time the man is supposed to get closer to them, even if he wants to file a divorce, like not at this very moment. Like he's supposed to get closer to the lady. I know it's not easy. It's never easy, but he's supposed to get closer to the lady and talk to her, console her, and then like make sure she's really healed emotionally and physically. And it should be something between them and the family. It shouldn't be, I know definitely it will be something that will be out there, but you see the discrimination out there alone can even cause her to do harm to herself. So it is not the best. Why would you say you want to divorce her as at this time? It's not something prepared. And you know, sometimes to some men actually bribe robbers to do same if they want to divorce a woman, their wives. It's not very hard for some men to do that, especially if the man has threatened you, I'll divorce you, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, you see. And then the lady feels like, no, this man wants to divorce me. But then anytime the man says that and the lady does not take an action, they tend to take a different step. So the man can actually, I'm not saying he did though, but he can actually connive with this robbers to do something else, like to be like a basis for him to divorce.
But why will you do that? Mendo biomko, yonko court ne yonko sign. So why will you put someone's daughter into that kind of shame?
Some men do not have empathy.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. They do not, and it's very bad. See, the lady will be going through a lot. Like, just imagine you being in the shoes of this lady.
I can't be in that shoe.
I'm not saying like shoe, like the kind of pain she will be feeling. Yeah, she will be feeling and stuff. And
with
saying,
this one, it will be very difficult for her to let it go.
Oh
even
yeah, very
years
difficult.
to come.
And I'm not sure. You know, some women too, when certain things like this happen, they find it difficult to have an affair with their man.
Yes.
That kind of
especially with first time ladies are, excuse me, so many
yeah, it will be very difficult. I don't know whether they are newly married couples that they haven't had anything to do with each other. With that one, yeah, it will be very, very difficult for the lady to allow herself for the man to touch her, because she will feel like he will do same. And then you feel like all men are the same. And you see the man too, you feel the same. Just imagine,
but this thing sounds crazy.
Marrying a bride new wife.
Rape until you are filing for a divorce. So, me shouldn't say yeah. At the end of the day, nobody worry about no. Maybe not your virgin.
Well, you
can seek professional help. Counselors are there. You can talk to them.
You see, at this very moment, the lady needs the man.
There's something
knows.
behind it.
Yeah. Yes.
Or it can be say onim hubi, but he just can't, because some people, the moment you go through that as a lady, as the man, they feel disgusted to even look at you. They despise you.
But this is a case where it's none of her fault. It's
not intentional. Yes, some men do not understand it that way. Some men do not understand.
So if it is the lady's own choice to decide that no, since this has happened, I can no longer. So especially when there is nothing like kids or something, I want to file the divorce myself. It's a different thing altogether, because maybe she can actually handle herself.
But this is something that they all went through it. So what I said. So I don't know why the guy should make that.
The guy did what did the guy go through? The guy didn't go through anything. Yes. The woman was the one who went.
Yeah, but no matter how they've even pointed a gun, or you bite them. Like, you have teeth.
Bite.
See, even if you can't bite the robbers, there are places of a man you can hit and you go weak. No. So the man can actually do that.
There are 3 numbers.
3 men pointing a gun at you.
No, so no. Let
even subject you to more.
Let's break it down. 3 men, and I'm sure the 3 men are not going to have a affair with her like immediately. It's row by row. Mm-hmm. So, like, no, the man can still do something. Seriously.
He can't do anything.
He can still do something. Hey. No, then the man is not strong enough to be a man. It's true. You can bite them once you like when you've beaten the first one and then you fall down. Yes, then the next person he did something.
Debbie, be careful.
If it
no. Such thing I cancel it in Jesus' name. I'm not saying that
happened to you, sleep.
I'm not saying like I'm trying the man. I'm talking about the man. He can't do something.
The man can't do anything about that.
He can't.
Macho man said that
you are there and then they have an affair with your wife and you can't do anything.
So what if you try to attempt something and he shoots you?
He cannot. That's what I'm saying. Don't you see this in movies? You bite the man.
Oh really?
No, not only in movie, reality. I'm not trying to apply the movie tactics to reality. But you can actually do something to save the woman. The man didn't try in a way.
You know, so they always say a knife is different from bullets. Said and I say it was for air town no kita second you can actually fight the person. I say the panic so that one is very dangerous at any length.
Oh yeah, I know. But well, so the security personnel in that place to actually do their work to arrest those criminals. They should jail them because they've really caused the lady a lot. What if they are being infected with the sexually transmitted diseases? They've destroyed the life of the lady.
She can't treat it.
She can treat it well. No, you can't treat HIV/AIDS, but they can actually give you
HIV. You can.
Oh, yeah, but AIDS, yeah.
So you see HIV, it's the early hours of it. But AIDS no known to me. Okay, so to our last story for today, there have been debates on the creative arts industry, especially NPP, NDC, on who have put in much effort. So Mercy Esiedu allegedly refused $2 million from NPP to help the movie industry. Yet it is said with the Agenda 111, as Sister Debbie said the last time, sometimes they do not start the industry from scratch. But once you have an industry or once you have a company that aligns with their vision, they come to you, talk you through it, some mobile signing contract or whatever, then they give you that money to help build the company. But with this, no, she allegedly refused the money. So there's a video of this story where someone is actually blaming and accusing her. We'll be right back.
President. Then we went to Kunsu, Message you said so. You could survey one Yabano. Na many penifona bending kumose. Message you do the end. Why dada? Film village did market. Interior says a movie on the sema. Let's put into that film village in our one. Near Yusu. I'm buying the person or supporting. And no mu bisa grant ya kokobra do mu ma grant tio ene loan grant and grant you see right proposal who feel village no proposal the person with this kind of year one keke na for beji $2 million say ye net and be kwa
sister David
and the reason is
$2 million.
the reason is say I will not mention name but you remember but I was in the meeting and the politician say uncle pay $5 million
and there was a mistake.
I was in that meeting and the meeting went on in Message Hall.
Because of NDC.
I know what I'm saying. $2 million, 260 billion.
At that time,
13. So you can imagine, say, slime, for policies on 20. So it's going to be giving simple, say, a film villager, and you bet me see hotel beer. $260 billion. We can do it. But here is the case, sir. Me say, be son my body or any message you say. Or the proposal, I didn't tell one family. Be say on pay $5 million because a grant, I buy the check. And don't pay $5 million. Sana me to a meeting anymore.
So on the national sana.
And now my men a contest.
All right, Sister Debbie.
She rejected. I want to get a question.
Okay, so she didn't reject it was a mistake. She didn't reject the money because of NDC, but we don't know why she rejected.
Why will you reject $2 million or whatever?
It's her company. She can
so
decide.
So now we have Kumawood actors who have their own brand.
She have the movie theater at her village.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay, yeah. Because I've seen him, Abubonko Sia, whatever. Okay. So they've given her money and she has rejected it, which means allegedly, which means that to me, I see that maybe she's capable to actually do
Run
it,
things.
yeah, without the help of anyone. But on the other side too, why won't you take the money? Because after all, when you take the money, it's not that the person is coming to head the company, or the person is coming to push you to actually come and do what you are doing. At the end of the day, it's actually helping your own brand. Even though, you said it's not from a political party though, but even if it is from the political party, they've done much harm to the country than that 2 million cedis or $2 million. So she can actually take it back. Since it's her own company, her own brand, she feels like she would. But if it's for me, seriously, I'll take that money. I'll take it. I will take the money because it will help. Even though I know I can manage it myself, I've already started doing it myself, and I don't really need anyone's help. But then when you dash me that money, that's I've seen that you're actually doing a great job. Take this money, and then why not? I will take it. I'll take, because at the end of the day, to help myself. But then here lies the case: it's her own personal business, her own company, and so she can choose to do anything at all. So it's her own decision. There is nothing I can say about that.
All right. Last words.
My last words. You won't let Cham talk before I speak my last word. All right. So, to former President John Dramani Mahama, I was very disappointed when he said he has to go through the contest of the anti-LGBTQ plus bill before he can decide whether if he's elected he will pass the bill or not. He should have declared so that we will know, because Atamils declared his stance. Even the whole Baumia, I don't know whether when he comes into power he is going to do that or not, even though we know that politicians are liars. But then even with that, he has declared his stance. So what is preventing him from also saying same? And then what is involved in this bill is, for me, it's nothing to be reviewed again. This is a simple question. Yes, I'll implement it if I'm elected. No, I won't implement it if I'm elected. So to our leaders, they should be very precise and then go straight to the point if they are being asked certain questions that really doesn't demand like you going back to look deep into it. Like this LGBTQ plus bill, even though he's not the one in president, reviewing it is not something, but then he should have declared his stance on it. And then to the lady that was raped, it's none of the lady's fault. It wasn't intentional, and it wasn't something that, as I they've really expected it to happen. It's really happened at a time that they were not really expecting it. And so you divorcing the lady as at that time, seriously, you're going to allow the lady go through a lot of emotional trauma. But then if truly he divorces this lady, then it means he knows something about it. And to me, still I still stand my grounds that you can still do something to save that lady. Okay. And he didn't do it. And then to the last story, it's a personal business, a personal company. She can choose to do anything at all.
All right, thank you, DJ Cham.
Yeah, on a so with Mahama's decision or whatever he's saying, he will review when it comes to power. I think it's not necessary. The thing is not good and it's against our culture, and he knows it. Everybody knows it. So no need for him reviewing anything. So he should rethink. And also to the
rape story.
I think the man should rethink and also rethink. Yes, because I don't think it's a good decision at the end of the day, because at that moment. So I don't think the lady went in say three guys should sleep with him with her or rape her or something. And the last one, may say do issue, almost on your political anything be a moment there, but with that kind of amount, maybe she rejected the money because of something. Because sometimes the politician can be a bit tricky, so maybe she could find ways and means to prevent something that maybe a later on won't be regret and I say baby. So that is a good decision by herself anyway. So that is it.
All right. So thank you very much for joining and sharing your opinions. So ahead of the December 7th elections, today marks the final mega rallies of Ghana's two leading political parties, National Democratic Congress and New Patriotic Party. So join Ghana Talks Radio on all social media handles for more updates.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to him also.